I don't know how to start. This is my very first time doing any kind of like ASMR video. It's something I've thought about doing for a very long time, and here I am just doing it on a whim. Pretty excited. This is not my main channel. This is a channel I made because a friend of mine actually suggested I should do ASMR. Because, at night, instead of talking in my usual voice, I tend to do soft spoken, or I don't always whisper, but I do soft spoken. And my one friend was like, "Oh my god, your voice, it has that accidental ASMR kind of vibe to it, so you gotta capitalize on that. You should do an ASMR channel." And yeah, so here I am. I go by Doc usually. This channel is called RM so I guess it's possible that people will start calling me Essay. That's completely fine. The way this channel is going to differ from other ASMR channels who maybe do a lot of trigger-focused content, or maybe a lot of scripted content, and of course, I love those videos. I listen to them all the time. What I don't see a lot of, and maybe this is just confirmation bias because the algorithm doesn't push them to me, is just videos of people talking and explaining stuff and telling stories and just using their voice to say things and basically almost have like a conversation with the audience. And I could easily look up one of those. I never do. I'm too lazy. I just type in ASMR and click the first result. Well, I'm not that lazy, but anyway. I have a few video ideas in the back of my mind. One recurring theme will be story time, where I tell a story, usually an anecdote, but I am open to telling other informative stories, things that happened maybe in my life and other people's lives, maybe some Reddit content. They're easy to look up and share on the internet. One thing that I absolutely hope to get is a lot of questions that I can answer in future videos. I do have this one idea where I take a bunch of comments from the previous video, no matter how random they are. They could be real questions that they have for me, or they could be just absolute meme questions that they want to hear a meme answer to. Yeah, I'll answer them. I hope to do that at the beginning of as many videos as I can, maybe make it a separate video. We'll see how that goes. To quickly go over the equipment that I'm using, I am using a wireless Hollyland mic. I should probably... Oops. You just heard me hiccup. I have... I have a bit of acid reflux, and it causes me to hiccup, and I will do my best to edit out any hiccups that I make. But that also means that there's a supercut potential for me hiccuping in the future, because I can't control my hiccups. I hiccup when I hiccup, so I know that's not very ASMR friendly, but I'll do my best. But as I was saying, I'm using a Hollyland microphone, and I can actually double check exactly what kind it is. It is called the Hollyland Lark A1. Also, the animation that you saw at the beginning was created completely by me. I took some free sound, that like public domain sound, tweaked it a little bit in Audacity, put it together, and then I went into GIMP, made the little fuzzy background. Then I took the text and the little squiggle that goes under it. I'm trying to do that with my fingers. Does it go down and then up first? Yeah, love that. I like coded by hand all of the animations and effects that this little piece of text, this logo, was going to do. I had a real fun time doing it. I locked in because I'm a coder, I'm a programmer. I can really get my hands in there, if I can even like describe it that way. I have been listening to ASMR, I think since 2014. I'm trying to remember, or was it 2016? Anyway, the way I got into ASMR was actually by complete accident. Firstly, I knew I had some kind of sensitivity to soft sounds. I didn't know what it was called though. But I knew this like certain like scalp tingles in the back of my head. I would get those in school for various things. The first time that I remember ever getting the tingle, as it's called, it was when I was how old was I? I think I was 8 years old. Yeah, it would have been. I would have been 8 years old. Anyway, my grade 3 teacher had such a soft voice, and every once in a while, she would do a one-on-one with each student. And whenever she would do a one-on-one, she would do like a soft spoken and a whisper, and that would always give me triggers. I would absolutely look forward to a one-on-one with her. And she was also one of my favorite teachers ever. I've had a lot of teachers in my life, and that was a very long time ago. It's been a while since I was 8 years old. I've I've tripled that at least. But anyway, back to 2016 when I discovered the genre of ASMR videos. It was actually not an ASMR channel, it was two separate channels. Firstly, it was Grade A Under A. He's hilarious. I bust a gut every time I watch one of his videos, but he was talking about YouTube channels that he thinks that any kind of person with a low budget can make, and it's super. Well, his commentary was he thinks these channels are low effort, which is, I guess, a fair criticism, but I watch him for the comedy. Anyway, he was talking about a few ASMR channels, and at that time I had never heard of ASMR, so he basically said one of the channels that he wanted to critique were ASMR channels, where all people do is just rub their hands on certain things and whisper into a microphone and scratch on certain surfaces, and it sounds nice. And I know he was making fun of it, but I really, just those little clips that he shared, I got tingles from them. So I kind of decided to look up ASMR on YouTube to see if I could find these videos because I enjoyed listening to them. Because, oh, you know what? Before that, even, I would listen to ASMR videos without realizing that I was listening to ASMR videos because I would listen to like very specific tutorials that had a lot of commentary. Oh my god, it's all coming together. That's why I made my channel. Informative ASMR. Oh my god, it is all coming together. This is absolutely amazing. This is my mind is blown. This is completely unintentional. But yeah, so believe it or not, like the video that I found that would always give me tingles, it's unintentional ASMR. It's a video uploaded in 2013 and it's a knitting tutorial. It's called The Easiest Shawl Pattern Ever. It's like 2.5 minutes long, I think, between 2 and 3 minutes long, and it has given me just very random tingles, and I love going back to it and watching it every so often. And yeah, I would watch that video a few times over just to experience ASMR without knowing what ASMR was. Anyway, ADHD moment, back to my main thought. After watching Grade A Under A's video, when I searched ASMR on YouTube, the first video at the very top was not an ASMR video. It was a video explaining ASMR by the YouTuber The Odd Ones Out. The Odd Ones Out did a really, really good job at explaining exactly what ASMR is and how it's like a tingle on the back of your head. And after that, I decided to look into a bunch of different ASMR related channels. And since then, I've discovered a bunch that I really enjoy. A few being GB, everyone loves GB, Jojo, Chronico, who is a VTuber ASMRist. I don't like her because she's a VTuber, I just like her because of her voice. Ephemeral Rift, and Fred's Voiced. I can't freaking talk. Dang. Why did I start an ASMR channel if I can't talk? Fred's Voice. And of course, the list can go on, but those are just the main few that I really, really enjoy. So anyway, I hope that gave you all a pretty decent introduction, and I'm really excited to get this channel started. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.